Hello comrades, welcome back to Commander Brito-Ruskie-Ski, and we are bringing back reactions, comrades, in a new format, comrades. So I'm gonna hope you all enjoy this shit. Today we are reacting to the Napoleonic Wars OverSimplified, comrades. Now before we begin, leave a like, subscribe, comrades, and well, I'm very excited to watch this shit, comrades. Let's begin.
This video was
Comrade, I do not give a fuck about your sponsorships.
Online by clicking the link below and get a huge discount off a 2-year plan with a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Comrades, can we stop capitalism already, comrades? These sponsorships are being too much.
Also, why not grab yourself a character pin of the little...
That actually looks pretty cool. I'll put it on the painting, comrades.
Big shout out to the patrons. Head on over to learn about benefits such as Discord access and...
Comrades, I do not give a fuck. Comrades, I do not care about all this shit, comrades. Skip.
Hey, Mrs. Bonaparte, this is it. One last
she giving birth, comrades. Oh.
Congratulations, it's a general. Oh, and here comes the rest of the army now.
Comrades, French anthem is shit, comrades. Do not play that in my ears, comrades. You play French anthem in my ears, I'm going to go to you and play the Russian anthem in your ears, comrades. Like, say yo!
Just say the rest of the army.
Cannon horse! Okay, comrades, that is good shit. You know what, comrades? That's funny. That's funny, comrades. Fucking get the horse out, comrades. Get the cannon out, comrades. Like, you might as well just shit out the whole Russian Empire, comrades. Oh, that's good shit. That's actually funny. Good. That's...
History is full of great conquerors, many with very impressive origin stories. For example, Alexander the Great was the son of a king.
Alexander the Great was not as great as other Russian people.
From a goddess. Great conquerors don't usually come from relatively insignificant families living on impoverished islands. But as it just so happens, that is where our story begins.
Because, you know, comrades, Napoleon, he's got to be different, because he's fucking French, comrades. This is why we do not like, you know, French people.
Early 18th century, the island of Corsica was a part of the Republic of Genoa, until one day Corsica said, hey, we're declaring independence, and it's probably not worth your time to try and stop us. So Genoa...
That is a badass flag, comrades, I will be honest. Corsica's got a pretty badass flag, not as good as the Soviet Union flag or even the Russian flag, but that's a badass flag.
Said, you're right, it isn't worth their time. Hey, France, you want to buy this island? And France said, sure thing. And thus, Corsica became France, just in time for Napoleon.
So wait, that's how it happened?
Many Corsicans didn't appreciate their...
That's quite random.
And from an early age, Napoleon developed some fairly anti-French sentiments. Napoleon's dad, however,
as he should, comrades.
Which created some tension between dad and son.
Bonjour, mon bros.
Me, I'm
bullshit.
Dad. I wear powdered wigs and silver-buckled shoes, and I'm a traitor to the Corsican people. Go to your room, Napoleon. No, you go to your room, Dad. Okay.
Comrades, if you said that in a Russian household, you get the fucking belt, comrades. You get the belt. He's like... Oh shit, I didn't actually mean to hit the screen. Oh shit.
On the other hand, Napoleon adored his mother, who was definitely the disciplinarian of the family. And even though she would punish Napoleon severely, he kind of respected that.
Getting
But
spanked.
Napoleon's parents wanted the best for their family. And since they were a very minor nobility, they were able to have Napoleon sent off to the shining lights and rat-infested sewage puddles of the big city. Napoleon went to military school in France. Okay, Napoleon, why don't you introduce yourself to your new classmates?
Comrades, military school in France is basically not military school.
Well, I'm Napoleon, and I hate all of you. Your farts smell like cheese, you can't pronounce the letter R, all you do is go on strike, and you call eggs oofs like a bunch of big dumb idiot dingleberries.
Comrades, Roblox characters, oof.
Okay. Thanks, Napoleon. I hope you like being bullied. And bullied, he was. They
Comrades, he deserved it, comrades.
picked on him for his Corsican accent, his family's
Comrades,
lack of
French
wealth,
people cannot
and
make
it
fun of other
probably
people's
didn't help
accents.
that he also
Bullshit.
had a bit of a chip on his shoulder, but he could hold his own, and on an average day, might be found dishing out ratatouille sandwiches for breakfast. He spent much of his time alone, and he
Ratatouille
loved
sandwiches.
reading about the great conquerors of history. He learned about Julius Caesar, and he wondered if one day he too might have a pizza franchise named after him.
Well, comrades,
He
wow.
excelled at math and
Comrades, this American humor. Well, comrades, in Russia we have way better human, comrades. Not human. I mean, we have better humans, but also we have a lot better humor. That's me laughing at a Russian joke that you do not understand.
Geography. And when he graduated at the age of 16, he was made second lieutenant in an artillery regiment. Now, second lieutenant might sound pretty sweet to a screw-up like you, but Napoleon had a little something.
I am Commander Brito-Ruskie-Ski, comrades. Are you chatting shit? Comrades, we do not appreciate that.
For the promotion. And Simeon, you're just about the biggest idiot I've ever seen. Your test results
Comrades, this is me and Premier. Comrades, this is accurate representation.
suggest you have the mental aptitude of a senile earthworm, and in the part of the form
Yeah,
where you list your
it's very
experience,
true.
you seem to have drawn a picture of a gerbil giving birth to a shoe. But your dad is the Marquis de Lafayette, so you get the
La
job.
Fufayette.
French society was just
He has
too
Down
closed
syndrome.
off.
It's fine.
Positions were handed out based on nobility, not talent, and the young Napoleon probably felt stuck. Wouldn't it be nice if, say, a revolution came along and changed all of that? Well, what
the
are
French
chances?
Revolution.
The French Revolution is here.
Comrades, check out my video, French Revolution. Comrades, got you there.
A little more equal. Napoleon
Ooh,
may not
communism,
have cared much for the
comrades.
violent mobs,
Not
but
really,
if it
but
meant he
still.
could rise the ranks, he was in. He began fighting to
Ooh.
defend the revolution. He put down a British-sponsored counter-revolution in Toulon and got promoted.
Good shit.
He put down a royalist uprising in Paris and got promoted. And as his military prowess became more recognized, he was even given his very own army. It was astonishing progress for such a young man of humble origins.
Oh, he shitted
And
out
Napoleon's
fire,
wildest
okay,
dreams
okay.
were coming true.
More comrades, wow! Napoleon anime?
Also believed he could increase his social status if he married an older rich lady. And so around
Comrades,
this
he's
time,
going for,
Napoleon
you know.
went on the prowl.
Comrades, Napoleon is, dipping into some deep water.
However, if some sources are to be believed, he was a verified creep. He reportedly had terrible luck with women, and most wanted nothing to do with him. Fortunately,
I mean, he is
did
French
marry
after all,
Josephine,
so-
an aging single mother who was deeply in debt and needed stability. So she agreed to marry him despite finding him intensely disgusting. Napoleon, you dirty dog, you've done it.
Oh,
Unbeknownst
comrades,
to
you have to
Napoleon,
respect
however,
him.
Josephine had a bit of a promiscuous
You do not.
reputation.
He's
Hey, Napoleon,
disgusting.
I hear you're marrying Josephine. Boy, she sure is a great kisser. That's right. Hey, wait, what do you mean she's a great kisser? Hey, Hugo,
Oh, they got a
you
Down
hear
syndrome
Napoleon's
person in
marrying
the corner.
Josephine? Wow, she sure is a great kisser. Now hang on just a minute. Hey, everyone,
Comrades,
Napoleon's
Napoleon!
marrying Joseph.
Comrades, it's like Napoleon is getting the most common horse, comrades, in the stable, so it's not good shit. Comrades, his wife went through communism, comrades, but sexual communism.
Real good at kissing. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure I kissed real good. Oh, for goodness sake, is there anyone here who hasn't kissed my wife? Yeah, you. As Napoleon fell madly in love with his new wife, she fell madly in love with a man named
Oh.
Hippolyte.
Hippolyte? Hippolyte. Comrades, he looks like a fucking... He looks like an American Peter Griffin. Well, no, Peter Griffin is American.
It wouldn't be long, however, before Napoleon would leave home
I love how shit the map of Europe looked, comrades. Like, what the fuck is this?
and go to war. Because while France was having its revolution, tensions in Europe were rising. Hey, Austria, you'll never guess what we just did. What's that, France? I got 2 words for you. Revolution.
Ooh,
We
wordplay,
totally just socked
comrades.
it to our monarchy. What? Dude, the rest of us are monarchies. You've just totally threatened the balance of power in
Comrades,
Europe.
France is
Now
fucking
we
shit
have to
up,
worry
comrades.
about our stinky peasants rising up against us. I mean, holy hell, your queen is... Okay, France, this is pretty awkward.
Comrades, you've just been thinking about baguettes and snails, comrades. Just...
But you're not ready for a war yet.
And surrendering. Do not forget that, comrades.
It's absolutely crucial that you say something to defuse the situation right now. Preposterous! I declare war. Sacre bleu! So
France, wow, comrades. France clearly is missing a lot of brain cells, comrades. Wow. Wow, this is really disappointing.
France ended up at war with basically the rest of Europe, and the War of the First Coalition began. At first, France struggled, but then they started to do surprisingly well, and in many conquered
Well, comrades, the
territories,
first
they began
French
to
defeat
establish
in
sister
history.
republics, exporting their revolutionary ideas across Europe.
Sorry for shitting on France so much. They
planned a
deserve it.
three-pronged attack to take Vienna and knock Austria out of the war, with 2 magnificent armies in the north to kick
Morocco
ass,
and
Napoleon in the
Jordan.
south as a bit of a diversion. For the first time, Napoleon would lead a military
Come on,
campaign.
Napoleon.
This was his
Comrades, you know what? I kind of support Napoleon, comrades. He's kind of doing his own thing. You know, comrades. He's kind of a dickhead, but he's doing his own thing, so...
And what a general he proved
What?
to be. The army he was given were demoralized, lacking equipment,
No
and
food.
underpaid, but
No
Napoleon
food.
galvanized
Come
them
on, this
with
is the
inspiration
average
speeches,
African
and he
army.
took them into Italy. He was
Colli.
outnumbered, and his campaign was partially meant to be a sideshow, but he made it the
Whoa.
main show. While the two northern armies were being held back, Napoleon made staggering progress. In a signature
Come on.
Napoleon move, he masterfully split his
Was that
army
little
into two,
shitty
took
country
them
at the
separate,
bottom, comrades?
knocking
So border
Sardinia
or
out of
whatever the
war
fuck.
and putting the Austrians on the run. At the famous Battle
Lodi.
of Lodi, he was in the fray,
Lodi,
aiming
Lodi.
the cannons himself, getting covered in mud, and earning the total respect
Whoa.
of his men. They respected him so much that when he ordered an almost suicidal assault on the only bridge in town, his men threw them
Well, they're kind of retarded, comrades. I mean, I'm not surprised. France has a pretty low IQ, comrades. But, like, why would you fucking just kill yourself?
themselves at it.
Who
and
wants
took
to be
it
at the
despite
front of the
fierce
line,
Austrian
comrades? You're a
resistance.
bit stupid.
For Napoleon, it was all he needed to confirm that he was the greatest human who had ever existed. Wow, Napoleon, you're pretty great at this military stuff. Just be careful your head doesn't get too big. What did you just say to me?
Comrades, my head is not big, so I cannot relate to him.
Yes, I'm here to liberate you from your cruel Austrian oppressors and replace them with French ones.
They should have all cheered, comrades. Finally, we don't have to be under the shitty Austrians, comrades. I mean, France is also quite shit. I would be crying, comrades, personally.
Napoleon plundered as he went, sending riches back to France to help its economy, but also paying his men the first real money they'd
Woo!
seen in years. The
Comrades,
Pope had been
spreading
supporting
the
Austrians, so Napoleon
money.
briefly went to go give
Oh.
him a slap. And as he began
Comrades,
to
that is
approach
against
the
God
end,
and
the
Jesus
exhausted
and all of
Austrians
those
were
other
forced
people.
to make peace, with Napoleon overseeing negotiations himself. He had just single-handedly knocked Austria out of the war. And by the way, he was only 28, so maybe it's about time you moved out of your...
Comrades, he was 28. And let's think about this, comrades. If he's 28... no, I still have time. I still have a bit of time. Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
In the Italian territories he had conquered, Napoleon established new French sister republics, even writing constitutions and organizing
Shit.
governments himself. Not something a general generally does. When he got
Generally.
back to France, he was hailed as a hero, and the extremely unpopular government were concerned he might get some power-hungry ideas.
And he did.
So they agreed he should go far away from France to Egypt, where he could maybe undermine British access to India. Napoleon was eager to win more glory, so he brought with him a team of scholars, and he was like, whoa, it's a freaky man-cat. Whoa, it's a big stick. Whoa, it's an ugly horse. Whoa, it's a stumpy little manlet.
Oh!
Hey,
Comrades, the camel is throwing, comrades. The camel is throwing hands, comrades. He's like, you want to talk shit to me, little Frenchman? Well, comrades, I am going to... technically, he's going to hump him, but with the back.
I'm actually average height for the time.
Premier Ivan said the same thing, but
British
we know
Admiral
it's
Nelson
false.
came down and wrecked his fleet, and an Anglo-Ottoman force defeated him at Acre.
Oh.
So Napoleon abandoned his men and went back to France.
Oh.
His campaign in Egypt
Backward.
hadn't gone quite as planned. But one thing you should know about Napoleon was that he was a skilled propagandist. He published his own newspapers
Propaganda,
that sometimes
comrades.
exaggerated his achievements, and even commissioned paintings that generally made him look cool. So when he returned to Paris, he was yet again hailed as a hero, and he began to get some power-hungry ideas. Having dealt with his wife, Napoleon was then
Dealt with
approached
his
by a
wife.
very influential politician who said he had an
Smug
idea.
bastard.
He wanted to stage a coup against the deeply unpopular government and needed the extremely popular Napoleon's help.
Okay.
And Napoleon thought that was just the darn tootinest idea.
Tootin'.
The plan
Come on,
was
do
to
not
trap
use
the
these words in
government and
Russia.
convince them to voluntarily give up their power. And here's how they did it. Hey guys, oh my gosh, quick! There's a dangerous Jacobin plot to overthrow you, which we definitely aren't just making up. Better get inside this cage so we can protect you. Okay.
Oh?
Gentlemen, we got him.
Comrades, that is good use. I don't know if you was you doing the meme. I hope he's doing the meme. That's
In
good
this
shit.
case, the cage was an
Well
isolated
done.
palace outside of Paris, with no one around but Napoleon and his army. With the government inside,
Oh.
Napoleon then entered, and a pretty chaotic event ensued, during which the government didn't seem entirely sure what was going on. Napoleon's men didn't seem
What is happening? Why is this Frenchman bringing in lots of army? What's happening? Stupid
entirely
fucking
sure what was going on,
politicians.
and Napoleon himself didn't seem entirely sure what was going on. But thankfully, Napoleon's brother Lucien, president of the lower house,
Lucien.
managed to regain control, and the remaining councilmen were intimidated into creating a new constitution.
Hooray!
And thus, a new government was formed, this time with 3 consuls in charge. But after Napoleon did some rewriting, in the end, there was really only one man in charge. The first
Well, comrades, he was doing quite a bit of bullshit, comrades. We cannot trust this. Oh. What are you doing in here? And goodbye. Sorry for that, comrades. That is not good shit.
Consul, him. And over the next few years, he worked to consolidate even more power and essentially became a dictator.
I don't like these borders they have, comrades. Looks not good.
He was only 30, so maybe it's about time you washed your disgusting bed sheets. France was now.
Comrades, first of all, I washed my bed sheets about 2 days ago, and second of all, I am only 16, comrades, so calm yourself.
They had conquered even more territory, and they were like, hey, Pigment, you get revolutionary ideals. Hey, Switzerland, you get revolutionary ideals. And Rome, you get
Just do what we
revolutionary
with
ideals.
communism, and you
Everybody
good
gets
shit.
revolutionary. Oh, hey guys, nice sledgehammers. And Naples, very cool nail gun. You guys here to get some revolutionary ideas?
More like nail pulls.
As France was still spreading the
Comrades, do not say sacre bleu. Comrades, it's like if I went suka bled, comrades, on a video, which I have never done.
revolution,
never will.
With Napoleon busy in Egypt,
cannot stop
the
me.
European powers felt the time was right for round 2, and the war of
Oh,
the Second
round 2.
Coalition began. And
But
this
France
time,
wins
the
this
big
one again. I
bad
know
boy
how
buddy
it
Russia
goes.
was here to bang some
Ooh.
French boys back to Bordeaux. And
Come on,
bang,
Russia.
They did. France
Oh.
got blasted.
Yes,
But then
comrades,
pulled
Russia
out
good
after
shit.
stalling in Switzerland. And now that Napoleon was in charge of the country, he was ready to start blasting right back.
Come on,
He
Russia.
took command of the army
Comrades, we
of
got
the
to put
reserve,
all our
and
faith in
brought the
Russia,
fight
comrades,
to
to
the
stop him.
Austrians. Now, there are many traits that made Napoleon a great military leader. I already mentioned one of them, how he was one of the boys and commanded the total loyalty
One
of
of the
men.
boys,
But
comrades,
now
just
for
one of the
second
comrades.
reason, the element of surprise. In 1800, Napoleon moved to Geneva, and it looked like he was probably going to take on the Austrian forces in Germany.
But he
There's
didn't,
no
he
way
went
he'd be
south.
crazy enough to move his entire army south through the Alps as a surprise attack on the Austrians besieging Genoa. Oh, Napoleon's moving his entire army south through the Alps as a surprise attack on the Austrians besieging Genoa.
fair enough.
Napoleon's crossing of the Alps is legendary, and you may have seen one of the most famous paintings of
Comrades, what is this picture of him? Let's look at it. Comrades, there's a horse, white horse. He's wearing some golden thing. Comrades, it's all going with the wind. Comrades, this picture definitely didn't happen. This is so bullshit. It's like if Stalin was in a fucking Star Wars spaceship, comrades.
the general, popping a sick wheelie on his majestic stallion, surrounded by dangerous
Ah, yes,
mountain
comrades,
terrain.
sick
Of
wheelie.
course, in real life, he made the crossing on a depressed mule. But that's
Oh,
not as
there
cool.
we go.
When he emerged in Italy, the Austrians
makes more
expected him
sense.
to come break their siege. But Napoleon went for their supply line
Siege.
near Milan, forcing the Austrians to meet Napoleon head-on at the famous Battle of Marengo.
Oh, shit.
The Austrians initially clobbered the
Marengo.
outnumbered French, and they were like, hooray, we won. But then a few hours
Nice.
later, Napoleon showed up again with an even bigger army, and he clobbered them
Oh,
right back.
he means business,
Holy cow,
comrades.
This tiny
He's
little
not
fun-sized
chatting
French
shit.
guy is running rings around us. I'm average height for the time, you jerk!
Shut up,
After
Napoleon.
General Moreau's victory at
Come
home,
on, this is literally just me and
was
Premier.
exposed, and the Austrians again sued for peace. Just
Pussy Holostrians. Let's be 100% serious here.
like the war of the First Coalition, the Second Coalition ended in another French victory. But in many ways, they both felt more like Napoleon victories. Only the UK remained at war with Napoleon, and they were using their powerful navy.
But
to
the
block
UK was too
French
busy
ports
eating
and were
crumpets,
even
comrades, so let's
seizing
forget that
cargoes
shit.
of neutral ships. Obviously, everyone
Comrades, Britain, you're committing a bit of war crimes. I'm not going to, not going to chat shit. Fuck. Why does this happen?
else got pretty pissed off that the British were interfering with their trade.
Comrades,
So in
they're angry.
response, They formed a league, and they embargoed the UK right back.
Ooh.
Neutral
Comrades, just like the Arab League, which is fucking useless.
countries protecting their own interests. That's offensive. So Britain went to Copenhagen and blew a bunch
That's
of stuff up,
offensive,
and the league
comrades.
disbanded. But because the
Wow.
UK's economy was
Wow, Britain just fucked them. What? They just bombed Copenhagen and everyone was like, yeah, comrades, that's a good day. Good day, see you later, I'm going back to my country of Togo.
pretty bust, they decided to sign a treaty with France in 1802. For the first time in a long time, Europe was at peace.
Ooh,
Congratulations,
not for
sire.
long.
You've achieved peace. Yes, Pierre, but not for long. I still don't trust those dirty Brits. Did you hear they've been calling me the Bony Man? What does that even mean? Keep an eye on them, would you? I can't.
Bony Man.
sire. Why not? Because they use NordVPN. How would you like defeating the Austrians and Europe at peace? What a meteoric rise it had been for the young Corsican. He had just taken charge of a nation that appeared to be losing a war and turned it all around.
Sadly, Russia
securing
couldn't
French
defeat
gains
them, comrades,
in
so
Europe.
sad.
But there was now a big question.
Oh.
You see, throughout the chaotic French Revolution, French governments had struggled to keep the economy afloat. They often didn't have a whole lot of support, and they frequently came and went. Would Napoleon finally be the man who could stick
Yes.
around? Well, then why don't you have yourself a new national
Whoa.
bank, currency reform, and improve taxation and welfare systems? The legal system is an incoherent mess? Well, then why don't we nicely wrap all those civil laws up into one new centralized legal
So this is looking like Napoleon's not actually that bad.
code? Corrupt
This is
government
weird.
officials? Throw them in the trash. Bad infrastructure? Throw it in the trash. Women's rights? Throw them in the trash. Wait, really? Well, yeah, unfortunately, while Napoleon was building on the equality of the revolution, he also largely scaled back rights for certain groups, and husbands had full legal control over their wives.
I mean, yes, Napoleon, he was kind of fucked by a lot of women, comrades, and I don't mean in the sexual way, because he didn't get any action. Instead, comrades, he's like, you know what, you don't want to, you know, I'm going to take away your equalities, you know.
But come on, ladies. Maybe let men have a slice of the pie for once. Okay?
He's so ugly.
Napoleon further reformed education, ensuring a system based on individual ability.
No Down
And
syndrome.
Simeon had to work with everyone
That
else.
is reformation.
Napoleon could get the cream of the crop to help him run the republic.
The
But it
cream
wasn't just
of the
building on
crop.
ideas of the revolution. The revolution had led to a lot of chaos, and Napoleon needed stability. So he rolled back a couple
Oh, yes.
things.
Just
Most
put heads
notably
back on
was
bodies.
Religion. The revolution had pretty much kicked the Catholic Church to the curb, but Napoleon understood that since many French citizens still considered themselves Catholic, that could be a problem. So he came to an agreement with the Pope and brought back the Church, only this time with some pretty hefty power limitations. He also ensured freedom for other religions, and is often noted for his positive treatment of Jewish people at a time of widespread anti-Semitism. But while all of this may make Napoleon sound
He
like
seems
a
like quite an
stand-up
equal
dude,
man.
it's good to note that he believed in religious freedom because he thought it was a powerful tool to keep the poor from eating the rich. Or something like that.
I mean, to be honest, comrades, it looked like he wasn't too bad. Comrades, this is always the problem with military leaders and shit, comrades. If he wasn't so power hungry and like invaded a lot, he would be a good leader, comrades. But because of the fact that he's taking all this shit, he wants more power, you know, he fucked it, comrades. He could have been, he missed
Napoleon's
potential.
aim was to end the chaos of the revolution and finally create a stable and prospering French republic. And in that aim, he seemed to be largely successful and generally popular with the people of France.
Good shit.
He officially declared that the revolution is over, adding, "I am the revolution." Napoleon's head could be
Whoa.
seen for miles. Conservatives felt he was too radical. Radicals felt he was too conservative. But since Napoleon was a dictator,
So they were both
opposition
chatting
could
shit.
easily be stamped out with some good old-fashioned iron fisting. In 1804, Napoleon took one last major step. After some failed attempts were made to assassinate him, he wanted to strengthen his position and ensure his dynasty could live on after him. And so he decided being first consul for life simply wasn't quite enough. He decided he should become emperor. He held a vote, asking the French people if they were
Beginning of the French
and
Empire,
they returned a
comrades.
definitely not rigged 99.9% in favor. The balls
Rigged. Comrades, Napoleon, he's got big balls. And he's also got big irrigations. You know, he can rig that shit.
on this man. And so on the 2nd of December, 1804, in an elaborate
See, comrade, this
ceremony
is what
like
men's
that,
fashion should
Napoleon
be.
was made emperor. The Pope was even invited
Wow.
to attend, and normally he would crown an emperor. But to make sure everyone knew this wasn't some Charlemagne-style circular power division, Napoleon lifted the crown and placed it on his own head. Like I said, the balls on this
Disrespect,
man.
but
He
I
was
like
now
it.
Emperor of the French. Well, Napoleon, you were a general. Then you became first consul for life, and now you're an emperor. Is it enough yet? Is your ambition
Is it enough time? If anyone gets that reference, you are legendary.
finally satisfied? I don't know, Pierre. What comes after emperor? I would say God, sire. You want to be a god? Yes. I'll put it down under maybe. Okay, everyone. What the hell is going on? This Corsican guy showed up out of nowhere, and he's kicking our ass.
Why is the Austrian man just fucking disabled? What the fuck is that?
He's exporting the ideas of the French Revolution wherever he goes, and he just declared himself King of Italy and Emperor. He can't do that. I'm the Emperor. Oh, hey, fellow monarchs. I see you're having a monarch party. My invite must have got lost in the mail. I'll just set up a spot right here.
Do not put your shit over
You
Russia.
don't belong here, Napoleon. We're coming to take you down. I'd like to see you try. Whoa,
How much?
I'm
He's
so
got big
scared I
balls.
just pooed my pants. Hey, everyone. I just pooed my pants.
I knew he was disabled.
Austria, Russia, Naples, and Sweden, hoping to put Napoleon's France back in its place, formed the third coalition against France. The coalition forces probably thought that this time they stood a chance.
The Swedish
They
guy
weren't
is
prepared
so,
for
like,
the
European,
humiliation
comrades.
they were about to suffer. The War of the Third Coalition was Napoleon at his best.
Oh.
We've already learned 2 ways in which Napoleon was a great military commander, but here comes one of the biggest reasons: speed. He had reorganized his army
Speed.
into corps, which were themselves outmaneuver his enemies, isolate them, and then move in for the kill
Woo.
before they even knew what was going on.
Wow.
Lightning
That's
warfare
kind of sad,
leading to
comrades. So many
total
people lost their
destruction.
lives. But
Would
at the
you like
same
to see them
time, you
do it?
did fight
Here
for
we go.
Austria, so you
Part
kind
of
of
the
deserve
coalition's
it.
plan was for the Russians to meet up with the Austrians and
Imagine fighting for Austria.
take on Napoleon together. Combined, they could turn the tide against him. So Napoleon needed to stop them from ever meeting. But he's all the way over in Boulogne. No problem. In a matter of
Boulogne.
weeks, Napoleon marched
Water
200,000 men
Boulogne.
in secret, encircling Austrian
Mack.
General Mack and capturing his entire army. A
Yeah,
devastating blow. Napoleon later remarked, "I
50,000.
have destroyed the Austrian army by simply marching." Next, he
Comrades,
turned to face
he's
the
badass.
approaching Russians.
Comrades, you got to kind of
It looks
respect
like
it.
the French are coming for us. But check this out. I've got an amazing idea. When they approach, we run away. Sir, you're a genius. The Russians began to retreat
Big
with
brain.
Napoleon giving chase. And
So anyway, comrades, that was part 2 of the Napoleonic Wars. Part 2 will be coming soon, comrades. Don't worry, maybe next week or tomorrow, whenever I decide, comrades. But yes, it is so fucking hot, comrades. I'm so glad this video is over. Oh my god, I should not have recorded it today. But yes, comrades, hope you all enjoyed. This was really fun. I'm glad coming back into reactions, comrades. I can, when I watch history videos, I can watch them with all of you, comrades. Hopefully you enjoy this shit, comrades. If you're new here from the reaction, check out some of my other videos, comrades. It's in the same style, comrades. Videos like comedians where I react to memes and shit, comrades. You will, if you enjoy this, you will definitely like that shit. So yes, comrades, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, join the Discord server, and make sure to let communism strike again.